Is a vegan diet healthier than a carnivorous diet?
In my opinion, it most definitely can be, but it depends on how you do the vegan diet. So, if the vegan diet is primarily based around plant-based foods, then yes, I think it can be a healthier diet than a carnivorous diet. But there's referred to as what's known as a university vegan. That is somebody that doesn't eat meat or dairy, but would consume just a high processed food diet, of refined foods, for example, crisps, junk foods basically. So in that sense, I would say somebody who was on that kind of diet, most definitely not. It would be unhealthy.
Okay. Is it difficult to maintain a vegan diet?
I think maybe 10-15 years ago it would have been difficult, but with today's information age and social media, people are putting a lot of vegan recipes out there. There's a lot more vegan books. I think there's a big trend in veganism. I don't think it's as difficult, so my answer is no. But I think some would find it difficult, but there's more kind of information out there to maintain it.
Okay, and you used to be a vegan. Can you tell me a bit about how that was compared to how you feel now?
Yeah, I mean, I went vegan, I think it was in about 2007. When I initially did it, I lost a hell of a lot of weight, and to a point where I felt like I was missing something or I was deficient. And through my knowledge, I managed to build myself back up. I did veganism purely through plant-based foods and herbs. I didn't take soya. I believe that's a big no-no in veganism, but a lot of vegans consume soy-based foods. So yeah, it was fine. We got on well. We did, the diet was repetitive. Very restricted when you eat out. Found that the restaurants haven't really caught on to like veganism's not a lot of options when I was doing it, although I believe there's more options now. Not so much in Burton-on-Trent, but for example, if you were to eat out in London, I'd say you've got as much choice as not being a vegan. Through my studies, I'm a qualified nutritional therapist. Through my studies, I did find that I was very against meat. From what I'd looked into, I believe that meat was wholly bad, but I learned that actually it's the type of meat that you eat that's critical for your health. So a lot of what's out there in the supermarkets with the treatment of the animals and what the animals are fed reflects on the quality of the meat. So through that, I went back to a non-vegan diet and started to eat just a better quality of meat, which is basically grass-fed organic, that isn't pumped full of hormones, and an animal should be fed grass essentially and not grains. So most of the animals are fed grains, and it has an inflammatory effect on the body. Plus they're pumped with hormones because it's a business essentially, and it is very bad. The meat industry, if you look deeply into it, it's really bad.
Yeah. Is a vegan diet popular in the UK?
Yeah, I mean, through our business, we look at trends on what people are searching for, and the trends are massively increasing with veganism. And I think not just in the UK but throughout the world, I think people are becoming more conscious to what they're putting in their body. So I would say yes, most definitely.
Yeah. There's a debate on whether honey is vegan or not. What would you say?
On honey, it's from a bee, so it's essentially an animal product. You know, I think if you asked many vegans, they'd say that honey was a non-vegan product. We do a lot of the vegan shows, you know, around the country, and you can't sell honey there.
No.
So yes, it's non-vegan.
Okay. And what advice would you give to anyone thinking about becoming a vegan?
I mean, I touched on it earlier, and it's difficult to say, difficult for them not to do, but my major advice is to not consume soya. You know, through my studies, we've found that soya, it's a very highly processed food, has a very, it's what's known as a xenoestrogen, so it produces more estrogen in the body, which, you know, you don't really want. Plus, there's other health implications with it. So I was saying, particularly if you're moving from looking to move from milk to a non-dairy milk, I'll go with almond milk or coconut milk as you go to, and just try to limit that. Again, go more plant-based, be as plant-based as you possibly can. Look to get 7 to 10 portions of vegetables into your vegan diet. Don't be a university vegan, so don't consume high processed foods that are high in carbohydrates and sugar and salt. You know, do it plant-based, and it's an amazing diet.
Okay, thank you very